All right, you're being recorded now. Barbara, I apologize. Okay.
After your father's murder, you were orphaned. What happened next? I don't imagine the answer is on those second-rate shoes, Clarice.
I lived with my cousin, with my mother's cousins and her husband in Montana. They had a ranch.
Was it a cattle ranch?
Sheep and horses.
How long did you live there?
2 months.
Why so briefly?
I ran away.
Why, Clarice? Did the rancher make you perform fellatio? Did he sodomize you?
No, he was a very decent man. Quid pro quo, doctor.
Billy is not a real transsexual. But he thinks he is. He tries to be. He's tried to be a lot of things, I expect.
You had said before that I was very close to the way I would catch him. What did you mean?
There are 3 centers for transsexual surgery: Johns Hopkins, the University of Minnesota, and Columbus Medical Center. I wouldn't be surprised if Billy had applied for sex reassignment at all of them and been rejected.
On what bias would they reject him?
Look for severe childhood disturbances associated with violence. Our Billy wasn't born a criminal. He was made one through years of systematic abuse. Billy hates his identity. But his pathology is 1,000 times more savage and more terrifying. I've read the case files. Have you? Everything you need to find him is in those pages.
And tell me how.
First principles, Clarice. Simplicity. Read Marcus Aurelius. Of each particular thing, what is it in itself? What is its nature? What does he do, this man you seek?
Kills women?
No. That is incidental. What is the first thing he does? What needs does he serve by killing?
Anger, social acceptance, sexual frustrations.
No. He covets. That is his nature. And how do we begin to covet, Clarice? Do we seek out things to covet? Make an effort to answer now.
No. No, we just.
No. We begin by coveting what we see every day. Don't you feel the eyes move all over your body, Clarice? And don't your eyes seek out what they want?
All right. Yes. Now, doctor, please just tell me how.
No. It is your turn to tell me, Clarice. Why did you leave that ranch?
Doctor, we don't have any more time for this anymore.
We don't reckon time the same way, do we? This is all the time you'll ever have.
Later. Okay, listen to me now, doctor. We only have 5 minutes.
I will listen now. After your father's murder, you were orphaned. You went to live with cousins on a sheep and horse ranch in Montana. And
one morning, I ran away.
what set you off? You started at what time?
Early, still dark.
Something woke you, didn't it? Was it a dream? What was it?
I heard a strange noise.
What was it?
Screaming. Screaming like a child's voice.
What did you do?
I went downstairs, outside. I crept up into the barn. And I was so scared to go inside, but I had to.
What did you see, Clarice? What did you see?
Lambs. Screaming.
They were slaughtering the spring lambs.
And they were screaming.
You ran away.
No. No. First I tried to free them. I opened the gate to their pen. And they wouldn't run. They just stood there. Confused. They couldn't run.
But you could. And you did, didn't you?
Yes. I took one. And I ran as fast as I could.
Where were you going, Clarice?
I don't know. I didn't have any food, any water. And it was so cold. It was so cold. I thought if I could save just one. But he was so heavy. He was so heavy. I didn't make it more than a few miles before the sheriff's car found me and he picked me up. The rancher was so angry, he sent me to live at an orphanage in Bozeman. And I never saw that ranch again.
What became of your lamb, Clarice?
He killed him.
You still wake up sometimes, don't you? Wake up in the dark and hear the screaming of the lambs.
Yes.
Think if you save poor Catherine, you could make them stop, don't you? You think if Catherine lives, you won't wake up in the dark ever again to that awful screaming of the lambs.
I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you, Clarice.
Good. Andy, do me one favor. I liked what
Yep.
you did. I'm just giving you a redirection. Just that last part where you say you think if you save her, blah blah blah, that area, just say
Yep.
it to her. Don't be omnibus. Just say the words. Jen, do exactly what you're doing. Just say the words, and then at the very end, smile like you did. But don't be omnibus. Just say the words.
Okay.
Action.
And you think if you save poor Catherine, you could make them stop, don't you? You think if Catherine lives, you won't wake up in the dark ever again to that awful screaming of the lambs.
I don't know.
Thank you, Clarice.
Good. Do you feel the difference with that?
I did.
Yeah.
Wasn't it more scary when he didn't do that? When he just said the words, everybody come back. It was much more scary, and you really helped Jen get to where she needed to be. So how'd you both feel about that?
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was this character was really layered. That made it a little bit more difficult as far as like wrapping my head around him.
Well, you guys, usually you work on a character like that at least 4 or 5 weeks. Do you know what I mean? You layer him and layer him and layer him and layer him, and then you sit on top of it. You're like a taut rubber band. Do you know what I mean? You have to do. That's why when I said just say the words at the end, you'd already done the work on him to feel that scariness, so that when you just said the words to her, it was already there. Made him even more scary, didn't it, Jen? Yeah.
I think so. I think if someone actually said something like that to me, I wouldn't stick around. Like,
Yeah. Good work. Anybody else have anything to say?
Good.
Really was good. I thought it was lovely. Yes, Rebecca.
First, I want to say that I like the scene. I really enjoy it. And from Andy, like, you were so creepy. I was like, oh my God, that's so scary. I really enjoy it. And from Jen, I really like how, like, you had a lot of emotions in you because you were scared, but at the same time, you were so, like secure about yourself. You want to defend yourself, but it was like you had a lot of emotions there, and I really enjoy how you managed them.
thank you.
And the beauty of that, Jen and Rebecca, is that she didn't manage them. If she had managed them, we wouldn't have seen it. She let them out. It came. Okay, Noelle looks like she's going to fall asleep.
Oh no, something fall on the floor.
Okay, who would like to go next? Good work, kids. Really good work. Okay,
Good
Jack.
work. You guys want to go? No?
Yeah.
Who's going? Me and Jasmine and I?
Yeah, you and Jasmine. And then Patrick and
Oh, okay. Ready? I'm sorry. Did you hear that? Did you say something?
Did you not? No.
Okay. No, it's because my internet is like really bad right now. Okay.
Yep.
I have an idea, and you said I could come to you.
Shoot.
Well, you know how Trask Industries is looking to buy into broadcasting?
Something about the department is
Working on it, yeah. I've been following it myself, and all of a sudden I thought radio.
Trask is looking for television stations.
Yeah, well, so is every Tom, Dick, and Harry. See, my idea is that they get their feet wet in radio and then work from there. I mean, it's not as glamorous as jumping right into TV, but it's a solid place to start, and there's a lot more of them for sale. Plus, it would solve Trask's problem with his Japanese competitors trying to take him over because FCC forbids foreign ownership of radio as well as TV.
Interesting. You've been following this, you say?
Yeah.
No chance you overheard it, say, in the elevator
No, no way.
somewhere?
It's my idea.
Good, good. Discuss it with anyone else?
Nope. You think that there's something there?
Well, I can think it through for you. Why don't you leave me your notes and I'll have a look-see.
Okay. I've been trying to get it into the entry program, and this would be a big push. So if anything, and I mean anything happens, you'll remember.
Absolutely, Tess. Two-way street, remember?
Thank you. So I called the inn, and they said that they could only give you the ground floor single in the new wing.
Did you tell them it was me?
Well, I said Parker.
Helmet? Hey, yeah, it's Catherine. Yeah, my assistant tried to make a reservation for this weekend and she said there was only a single room. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's more like it. That's what I thought. That's perfect. Okay, thank you. It's this tower room with a canopy bed and a fireplace big enough to stand in. Perfect. Everything's in place.
For what?
The man I've been seeing for a while, I think he's the one. And I think this could be the weekend we decide. He said there was something very important he wanted to talk to me about. I think he's going to pop the question.
You do?
I think so. We're in the same city now. I've indicated that I'm receptive to an offer. I've cleared the month of June. And I am, after all, me.
Of course. Well, what if he doesn't pop the question?
I really don't think that's a variable. Tess, you know, you don't get anywhere in this world by waiting for what you want to come to you. You make it happen. Watch me, Tess. Learn from me.
Thank you, Catherine.
Tess, look at me. Who makes it happen?
I do.
Who does?
I do. I make it happen.
That's right. only then do we get what we deserve.
Yeah.
That was so charming. It was really charming, you guys. Everybody
Thank you.
come back. You know, Karina, you took all my direction. You did some lovely work there. I think I need to work with you, bringing you out of yourself a little bit more. I think sometimes you're a little afraid to go over, over big. Is that
Yeah.
right? Is there some
Yeah.
truth in it? And I think I want to get you big one time and then let you see the difference between being really big and not big at all. And then we'll
Okay.
find your middle, you know. Because I thought you could have gotten a lot more excited about, and this is the idea, and oh, you like it, Then we
Okay.
got it down because, but it was charming. What you did was still charming. I just want you to know the feeling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Acting is feeling. It's
Mhm.
to know what the director's directing you in. But it was very charming, and you did a really cute job. And Jasmine, you're very funny at comedy.
Thank you.
You really enjoyed putting her in her place, and you too can go bigger.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
The phone, really. Okay. Hello, I got him on the phone. Here he is. Bitch, I can do it. Why can't you? You know what I'm saying? Now, I
Yeah.
taught you guys how to work on phone. So next week, make sure to have a phone and remind me so you can work on phone. I love Marshall fixing his hair in his Zoom. You're so cute, Marshall, patting down your hair there. So, but I think you did phone really well because with phone, the thing is you really need to hear someone. Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, really? Okay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we haven't worked on that at all, but it was fun to see you do. This would be called high comedy, not big comedy, but smirky comedy, right, Patrick? Smirky. Can't hear you, Patrick. I love it when you put your earphones in and you do mime. I love it when you do mime. You're like Buster Keaton to me because you're just moving your mouth and we can't hear a word you're saying.
We still can't hear.
Yeah, I still can't hear
Hear
you.
you now, Patrick, say something. Can't hear you.
But you look so cute.
I want to hug you because you're so cute. Wait, Patrick and I could do a whole pantomime together right now.
Yes, you could.
What the hell is he doing?
You're doing a whole play.
I have a feeling he's going to hang himself by his. Can you hear us, Patrick?
No. Nope. No.
Here, crackling.
Maybe a little something.
Just take
That's
the
a shame.
earphones out and talk to us like you were before.
That's what he was probably trying to do. No?
Non. Mais c'est bizarre.
Say hello.
I heard a little something. I heard a little something.
I wonder how long he's been trying to talk before and we didn't know.
Patrick, check your audio volume in Zoom.
Yeah.
These are those wonderful moments when you're doing auditions and this happens.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Get annoyed.
Fingers crossed. I want to get Big Lots tomorrow.
Oh, good luck, Tony.
Oh,
What is that?
It's Big Lots. It's where where you go buy things. It's going to be picture. It'll be TV. It'll be
Oh,
national.
that's cool.
I'll make some money.
what will you play? What do you play?
A next door neighbor who wants to go to the next door neighbor's party.
Cool. I wish that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
wish that
Wish
for
that for you.
you.
For you.
Good for you, Tony.
Please. Patrick, can we hear you again?
Can't hear shit.
C'est fou.
He hasn't done his scene yet, has he?
No,
No.
I guess the go
All right,
to.
well, what did anybody else think of the scene while Patrick pulls around with his sound?
I really enjoyed it. I
I-
thought you both did a terrific job.
I did too.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you could see, but Karina was working with the prop, but the prop was too low. So you just need to let us see the prop, but you were doing good. Patrick is re-entering. Let's see. Hello, can you hear us now, Patrick? Hello? Hello,
Sure. It's working.
Patrick, get your boyfriend, Marshall. Can you hear me?
Patrick, can you hear us now?
Mais
Yep.
c'est fou.
Still can't hear shit.
What happened?
We need like the sound of a projector motor running while he tries
Here,
in black and white.
black, and we're going to do you in black and white, Patrick, and you can do things like,
He's so cute. It's okay, Patrick. It's gonna work eventually.
love you, Patrick. Can
Merry
you just
Christmas.
take your machine
Me
and make,
too.
there must be something that's off.
Write us a note. What
The sound-
happened?
I think you've got it on headphones still, rather than audio.
There's a volume setting in Zoom. There's also the volume setting on his computer. Yeah, those are worth checking.
So go to the microphone on Zoom on the bottom left and check on what your volume is. Your volume's off now. But if it should say the arrow, if you point, it'll say speakers high definition, same as system. You might want to put your microphone on same as system because I think it's still on microphone on headphones. See on the left by where it says mic, there's a little arrow. Go up there. No. No. All right. We got to go on to do another scene. I guess you can't do your scene, your 3-person scene yet. But let's do more. Let me see Noel and Marshall. And then maybe Patrick will get his stuff working by then.
Okay.
Ready, Marshall?
Okay.
Okay.
Am I disturbing you?
No. Come in. I'm using you for my detective, in my book. You don't mind, don't you? Would you like a drink? I was just gonna have one.
No thanks.
That's right. I see you have the Jack Daniels.
I'd like to ask you a few more questions.
I'd love to ask you some too, for my book.
What kind of questions?
Oh. How does it feel to kill someone?
You tell me.
Oh, I don't know, but you do.
It was an accident. The guy in the line of fire.
4 shootings in 5 years, all by accident.
They were drug buys. I was a vice cop. Tell me about Professor Goldstein.
That's the name from the past.
You want a name from the present? How about Hazel Dobkins?
Noah was my consultant freshman. And I think that's why I got the idea from the ice pick from my book. That's funny how the subconscious work, right? Hazel is just my friend.
She wiped out her whole family.
Yeah, she's helped me understand how I see that impulse.
Didn't you study it in school?
Only in theory, but you do know all about homicidal impulse, don't you, Shooter? And not in theory, though, in practice. So what happened? Did you get sucked into it? Did you get too close to this? You liked it too much? Just tell me about it.
No.
Tell me about the coke, then. Did you take too much coke the day you shot the 2 tourists? Just tell me, Nick.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. I mean, they never tested you, but the internal affairs knew. Your wife knew, didn't she? She knew what was going on. Nikki got too close to the flame. Nikki liked it. That's why she killed herself. But anyways, you're going to make a terrific character for my book. Terrific. Scene.
You know, Marshall, I think you did a really good job. You had very little dialogue in this, and yet I felt you reacting to almost everything she said, which I found really interesting and really good. You know, it's hard in a scene like this where you're saying very little, but I think you did a great job listening, you know, and letting it affect you and trying not to respond, but only respond when you have to respond. That's very hard to do. Very, you know, and you did it really well. How did you feel about it?
Oh, it was good. I try to get sucked into Noelle's movements, just watching her and just in my mind kind of sexualizing things when I could in between the weird questions. So
Kind of like watching a snake performer with his
mhm.
snake. I felt like the snake was coming out and you were fascinated but appalled,
Mhm.
you know, because you felt so uncomfortable. I liked it a lot.
Thanks.
Did you feel good about it?
Oh yeah, I feel better about it this time. So thanks for your direction. So yeah.
It's not easy to do, Marshall.
Yeah.
because you're just listening to her. But Noelle, you did a great job of really enticing him and almost laughing at him because you got him to say a truth when he said, I did. And that was the first time he's saying a truth. And you delight in that. You delight in pulling this shit out of him and making him highly uncomfortable. You know, she's a woman who made the whole police station uncomfortable. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, you're someone who preys on people. I mean, it's even insinuated that you killed your parents. You know, they blew up in a boat, and you inherited all this money. Hi, babies. Oh, hold on.
I feel like this scene it's almost the only scene I really feel like I wish I was doing it physically.
Oh
You
yeah.
know?
Oh, it would have made it so much easier for you both.
Yes, I think with all the direction that you gave us earlier, I mean, I try to do it still, like I changed the angle and all, but I still feel like it would have been way easier.
So hard. It's so hard, you guys. Everybody come back. Didn't you like the scene a lot? Yeah.
Oh, people.
Go ahead, Noel.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah, it's almost the first scene. Like usually I can manage, but this scene, I feel like physically, I'm not saying I'm super sexy, but all I'm saying is walking and all, just doing the whole physicality would just help me so much. And even Marshall, because he didn't have enough line.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You had more room to play with than Marshall did. Marshall was really stuck there. But you did it. You did it well, and you were wonderful, both of you. Any comments from my group?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think given what you had, you did a great job. Yeah, both of you.
I mean, at some point, maybe we'll
Thank you,
get,
Penny.
which would be wonderful. I've now got a back room that we could act in. You know, it's just really nice. I mean, I would love to, but circumstances are, even with our callbacks, we're now doing them on Zoom. It's like, oh, fuck. You know, I've got to straighten my hair tomorrow. I just curled it today. It's like, fuck. Patrick, can you talk now?
No.
Oh,
Oh no.
Okay, yes.
Do it on phone?
Do that on your phone.
Okay, so how do we do that? Does he do
He's
this?
just gonna come back with the link. He's just gonna enter with the link through his
Okay.
phone.
Okay.
But thank you, Tony, for direction, because as Marshall said, we haven't rehearsed at all. So that was really interesting to have all your direction.
You have to remember you're doing this all in one night. Do you know what I mean? I mean,
Cold.
like if we go on further to actually do it like a couple of weeks where you can really put it together and, you know, satiate yourself with it the way we would do it if we were doing it. You know, that's what I would like if we go on to do. Now that we're beginning to trust each other and we're an ensemble, you know, I think there's a lot we can start to do, studying it more and more and more. Patrick, come back on. We need to see you. Oh, dear God.
Patrick.
I might.
Patrick.
So we've got
Honey, Patrick.
Danny and where is, and so they're gone. Nope, he's not here. Marshall, you raising your hand or just scratching under your armpit?
Oh, I was scratching my arm. I got a rash from swimming. I'm gonna see a doctor this week though about it.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's from my wetsuit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I got it. Where is Patrick? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
he's missing.
I think
12.
He's gonna enter the link with his phone, I think. So he's gonna
I know, but he
come
should have
back.
entered by now, right?
Oh,
Invite-
technical question, Tony, about this scene from a
Yes.
camera perspective, because I feel like the majority of the time, especially towards the last 2/3, the camera is more on Catherine, Noel's character, and occasionally, I'm just imagining in my head, splicing in between, seeing my reaction to what Catherine's words are.
No, it's on both of you actually. And from what I remember, and I could be really, really wrong, he she was turning him on by paralyzing him in a way that he felt he was powerless.
Mhm.
And that was a turn on to him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a turn on to him. And so we watched her lasso him in,
Yeah.
and his discomfort in being lassoed in, which I thought you
Uh,
took.
Tony,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt, but Patrick just texted me. He says, getting a message, host will let you in soon.
Huh? Oh dear God. I'm looking at participants. Invite.
Should be at the top.
Invite people to join meeting. Email. Patrick.
Oh boy, I'm tired.
I don't know where he is. I no. He says, can you see me? No, and it's not even showing that you're trying to enter. I'm having a hard time even finding you. View and participants. It should come in here. I don't know. Let me see. Patrick. See, he would pop in here. Maybe if I turn off recording.